God made it to the bottom, to the top. All right. Phone already having fluctuations, so it came down. And look at the clouds all over the city. Past these clouds, we're on the coast. We're like on the shore. As soon as you get to the coast, all the clouds over the city. On the other side, you can't see. There's clouds there too, even though it looks clear. But it's only opened up just for us, or for me. Rocky and the Malakim Shaman, but who opened it up for me at my request. Because we needed it, because there was a mudslide all the way. It was raining. It was like bad. It looked like some mudslide Haiti kind of stuff. Not really, not like that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, just to get an idea, it was that. It was like that. And I almost slipped and fell down and all that. So I'm like, nope, going back up. That's when I decided, you know what? You're probably kind of rebuking me, like, give me, like, no, you're not going down, because you reminded me at homework. I was supposed to write that paper about who is God. And as soon as I started writing that, that's when he was like, okay, I got you. Like, he started making it favorable. I'll bring the sun out, dry up the mud so you don't slip, get it ready for you. Got my coconut oil on, and just keep it nice and ambient so it's not too, because we don't want people getting all, hey, the sun, let's party. We want them like, yeah, it's him, he's doing it. Like, the sun's out, but it's no fun because he's the one controlling it. So now everybody looks at me and they're like, man, this is weird. like how can we samak? They're thinking, how can they samak at the sun and the expense of that I did it, you know? See, that's why everybody's just standing around. But that's why they're all clothed. Everybody's usually naked here. Those are all secret agents. That's why they're in groups, because they have their earpieces, having meetings, all of it. You know, they're all meetings. Ain't nobody down here usually clothed. And they try to make me look bad like I'm the only one naked. Nah, it's always the opposite. Everybody's usually naked, and you're the odd man out if you got clothes on. You know, it's so I don't know. They're trying to make it feel funny or what, but that's how I know it's agents. It's that what they call the worldly construct version of it. They call it street theater, where it's like a bunch of like secret agents and people hired actors, and they project like a certain like social construct, like a community. Like, they have like 30 to 100 to 50. It can be 1,500 people, who knows? But they're all in it. That's how many people are involved in all those kind of secret societies and different levels. But that's just the natural way to explain it. Really, the simple way, the cosmic way, the real true core essence of it, demons in the flesh. You know, through the guise of that. That's the way it gets inspired and maybe finally has its fulfilled manifestation. It's just demons in the flesh, though, possessing them and putting all this together and doing their street theater, and they're just demons. They're high-minded with it, and they know, because they got little miraculous things happen for them. That's why they don't want to give up, because they know they have a power that's on their side, that kind of gives them a little bit of a measure of what they consider baraka. So they know it's opposed to ours. They know they get favor when they do their selfish deeds, when they do their greedy gain. Something is shown in favor when they be cutthroat, they come up on top. They get a double portion, like they think they're some kind of God, like they deserve it, because they're survival of the fittest spiritual paradigm from Satan giving it to them. But they know at the end of the day it's probably Satan, but they're trying to deceive themselves. They're too locked in agreement with it, and so that's what it is. And they know that I'm doing this too. They're using technology, 5G AI and all this. I'm just using the Ruach, because they can measure it. I know, because everywhere I go, they bring out people and certain things that they're on the phone. I could tell I can just sense that they're measuring like energy and like how much I'm pulling, like sort of like the moon and the sun. Like the moon, it has a magnetic pull on the currents of the ocean. So I think that they can measure, like me, I have a magnetic pull on just all energy all together, depending on what I'm focusing on, sun, moon, clouds, people. I can put my focus on people and pull energy to focus on me and what I want them to see, because I want to project. I do it all to the right measure. Like, if I want them to look at me, it's because I'm projecting the word of Yahuwah. I'm nabuing. I start to nabu, naba, and so I want their attention. So I feel them. I get their attention. I connect to them, like, you know, and they can measure all that when I put my attention on them, when I take it off, and when I just don't have it on nothing but Yahuwah. Then that's when I'm more strongest, because it's just me, Yahuwah, connecting. So he's feeling me. He's like, whoa, he's got this powerhouse of energy. Where's it coming from? And I say it all the time, so they know I'm connected to Yah. And so praise Yah. It's cool. My Maliki Shani, taking pictures. I'll take it right here. Yeah. record books. This is history in the making. Man, that's right. I'm in the pictures. They got me on the news in their little things. You know what I'm saying? So, Brock Yahuwah, praise Yah. Don't let that fool you. That's the natural realm. Throw you off kind of thing. That's the street theater I'm talking about. It's demonically staged. They make it look like they put him there paragliding and like she's just coming out all of a sudden at the right time to take a picture of him. Nah, she's taking a picture of me. I turn around and do that all the time like the squirrel. And I always catch the people like taking pictures of me or like filming me or something and then look away and like act like they didn't do that. So that's what that is. By the way, that reminds me of that Black Widow thing. I forgot to comment that. I've been meaning to comment that. I missed it on that video. That's how sometimes it just goes right over my head in the moment. And I didn't even mention the next video. But you notice when I said the Black Widow was calling on me, what appeared right after that? The Black Widow, right? The Scarlett Johansson version. Forgive me, I don't mean to invoke her, but if I do, her demonic spirit is gonna let her know, and she's gonna find me. So I want Scarlett Johansson on my team. I liked her ever since Home Alone 3. A lot of y'all didn't know she was in there, but I crushed on her since then. So I gave her energy, and I made her Black Widow because I was into her like that. And so I'm all boastful, right? The proudly exalting ones, So they pulling in that energy. They come near. I'm saying, coming close, hanging out nearby me, still haven't moved, just chilling there, looking over, taking in this energy, this Ruach Qudashy in me, everybody stationed, no one moved. Those two groups, they gathered, so that's they were part of the same group. Look at that, off stage, checking me out. I trust Yahuwah, ain't tripping on the sun because I wanted to dry my blanket. Nonetheless, the gloom goes over there. Let a little bit out. I can make it gloom. Trolling the hair, she's saying thank you for the gloom, right? Let the people know. She's thankful for the sunshine. She's thankful I allow the sunshine. But I'm about to gloom in just a little bit more. It's a little bit too bright. I don't want y'all getting too excited. But the main point is they know it's me, right? That's the main thing. They know it's me. You're mine. You know that you're mine? That's right. You're mine. You're my concubine. You're my little concubine. Hey. I used to have a song that goes, I want to see my concubines, hey, before the world explodes. I want to see my concubines, hey, see what I'm getting, hey. I want to see my concubines, hey, before the world explodes. I want to see my concubines, hey, see what I'm getting. And I used to sing that. That was actually one of the songs I used to sing in PB, like out loud, and all the girls would come out dancing around me like a music video, like they were like down to be the concubines. And it was like, man, that's how I know it's street theater, demons in the flesh, whatever you want to call it. But nonetheless, that's all I got. That might be an opportunity right there. I might finally have the one that's making the offering, to sit on me kind of thing. So we'll see. Maybe one has decided to offer herself up to raise up righteous seed to my nation, to my seed for Yahuwah Yahusha, for the replenishing of the Arats. Praise Yah. So that's where we're at with that. To replenish the earth with eternal righteous seed. But yeah, it's funny that the Black Widow was there. And then I was like, man, Black Widow. Oh! And then I look, what happened? A woman came walking, crossing that bridge with the red hair, like Scarlett Johansson, who played the Black Widow. Coincidence? I think not. Now, it could be either three different things. One, it was actually that Black Widow, and it was like a malak. And when it left, there was a light that came down on my head. Maybe she transported right back down after that moment, like immediately, and came back as an actual human form of that Black Widow, because she wanted to see me in the human form, because she liked so much in her spider form, the malak in the spider form liked so much how I was so embracing of her, how I was had this ahaba for her, like this shalom with her, that the spider malak asked to come back down in a human form so we can actually have more of a human interaction moment. So I think it was a spider malak that as a Black Widow, but I gave it so much ahaba, I did, sometimes I give these animals the type of how about that to be careful to pull back because it almost gets intimate, like an intimate partner, kind of like a girlfriend or something. You know, I always get female squirrels, female birds. They're always bending over at me and stuff, and they're doing that, and it's because they're just operating their natural biological instinct, but it's because the energy sometimes I project. I have like a strong I think I have like a strong sexual energy in a natural sense, right? It's natural. And so like animals, female animals, my brother, my oldest brother, he used to have a dog and female dog. And every morning when they took her out to go use the bathroom, she wanted to like run up in the room and like kiss me all over my face, and run out. And it's funny because my sister's like, she had a spirit of discernment, like ruach of discernment, and it's like she kind of felt the vibe, and she's like, the dog is your girlfriend, and I'm like, I know, right? Like, that's crazy. She's like, she like has a crush on me. You feel that vibe off the animals, and yeah, a lot of female animals be like that. It's funny because all the female animals be like that. Kids are like that. Like, everybody gravitates from me. Gay dudes even be like that. Everybody, even why the gay guys? Like, a lot of people, gay men, always try to get at me. Kids, want to play with me, animals, everything, but women, like the actual, like and that just lets you know how strong the spirit of delusion is, that it's Satan inspiring, like really putting a stronghold, something, if it's not maybe through the biblical narrative, someone's got them like kind of like compromised in a worldly thought, and I don't match that worldly thought, it's automatically a red flag, you feel me? So, because I'm not checking off all the lists, according to the world paradigm, like maybe because I'm not working, I'm not driving a car, like they see homeless, they automatically think druggy, this, that, the other. Hispanic, they automatically think that this, that, like the enemy puts hard impressions on them, all this kind of stuff. And but they don't check out about like where I'm at with the word, or the fact that they're not into the word already, like, but they're denying the natural instinct of like really seeing my, I think who gave me like a comely nature, like a very appealing nature to want to get to know. Because kids run at me all the time. Kids, gay dudes, animals, except women. Like, maybe I don't know if it's that women hit a certain age where they are sexually interested, or like in an intimate way maybe, but they get so like nervous about that. They're like shy, so they have to put up a wall. But it comes off like they're being kind of rude, like they're being stuck up towards me. All of them. I've never had, maybe because I come out so appealing to them, they don't want to give me the benefit of the satisfaction to feel like, yeah, I can have you, like they don't want to feel like they're easy. And so because maybe it is that I'm so appealing to them that they probably think I get a lot of girls, or I have a lot of positive responses with them, but maybe because I'm so appealing that they all feel that same way about it, they all reject me. They all reject me. I get rejected, but and that's who was doing too for a certain time. But it's also them denying themselves, though. It's like it's already built and programmed, but they're like fighting themselves, like to not give them. That's pride. It's basically pride, and in the women. So you see that pride in them, like they don't want to feel like. When the ruach is really like cleaving to them, they're like, nah, heck nah, because I probably remind them of some other guy where the enemy probably already ruined that programming ahead of time for reputation, since like they probably already met a bunch of dudes like me who gave them like they like the demons. Satan probably gave all these other dudes the same kind of project appeal to women. Purposely, that would be a-holes, douchebag kind of dudes, and like really use them and really not care about them, and so put a bunch of those in all of them, so they all have that kind of experience. All of them have at least 2 or 3 experiences. So by the time I come across, and it's like the real deal, but it comes off like that same appealing dynamic that they had with the guys in the past who were just trying to use them. They're already like, oh no, sorry, I gotta go. Like, yeah, I'm not interested. And I think that's what goes on. So they're already preconditioned by the enemy to reject me once the real thing comes, because they had similar, like the counterfeit spirit versions of me already came through and programmed them to deny me, to deny me. I was gonna say what's the other word? Deprive me, because I'm, in its fullest context is laying with each other, being married, consummated marriage like this. So they deprive me because I'm already thinking about that. Yeah, like, at the end, I'm gonna keep it real. At least I'm not. See, a lot of what the brutes do, they try to sweet talk and be funny and this and that, and then, we just happened to fall in love, and she just happened to, really like we just got into it, and like the vibe got really nice, and one thing led to another. We started talking, and we hit it off, and then one thing led to another, and bam, that was all planned out by the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like his whole thing was is manipulating, making you like him. He has to BS you. He's a BS salesman, making you laugh, making you think he's intelligent, making you think like saying all the right things, what you want to hear, so that he can get in the pants. And I don't do that because that's cheating. I know that. So I just come straight with the word, direct. This is what it is. This me spitting game is like, I just tell them the scripture. Hey, Isaiah 60, y'all gonna be raising up our children in y'all's arms. You have to take in our eternal righteous seed to replenish my tribe. So that we can be a nation. So I can be a nation again. The small be 1,000, the little one 1,000, the small one a great nation. And so, because your ancestors killed ours, and so now it's the recompense. Now we get to have your women to replenish our strength again, to boast in your esteem, kind of thing. I just tell them that's me spitting game. They're like, man, but like, are you funny? Are you da-da-da? Like, can you spit game? Like, that was spitting game. I'm going to spit the truth. If I have to spit game, then I'm playing a game with you. Then I'm not being real to myself and to y'all. So if I gotta do it without the truth, then I'm fake, and I don't want to be fake. If I can't just do it spitting the truth, that's my firmness with Yahuwah, then it ain't real. Then it ain't the right one. If I gotta spit game to a girl to get her to consummate, like trick her into it, to take in my eternal righteous seed to replenish her, that's fake. And that's what a lot of Hebrew Israelite people do. They're just spitting game, being projecting that thug spirit vibe, that thug street masculinity, that they like that hood vibe. A lot of girls like that bad boy gangster thing. They project that, and so they go for it. But it's just street spirit. It's not even the Qudashy. It's not the real thing. It's still playing house. It's still acting. It's still fake. It's posing as the real ones. The real ones come in righteousness and truth. Yeah, we speak the truth firm and hard, but we have like a very terrorizing, ravishing type mentality, like the Shabbat, the determinations of Yahuwah coming down, but we're not like brute. We're not savage. We're not like we want to fight. We're just declaring. We're like lawyers. We're ministers. We're just like people that are spreading the word. We're like when you have to send a memo out, you know what I'm saying? And this is like how Yahuwah tells you to do it as an ambassador. He's like, hey, I need you to put on a little bit of a flint face. I need you to be a little stoic. I need you to be a little bit hard to project, like managers, right? It's like some managers are really nice, but they have to be a little firm so that the company knows that they're serious about what they're saying. So that's all we're doing. But nonetheless, we're very noble, composed, like articulate, and very polished up. But everything we do is for Yahuwah's sake, for that purpose, to make his esteem great in the earth, to make his esteem known so people can see it and understand, because nothing like the world. That's why it's like, man, but he's just a little different. He's just so weird. Like, he's not like anybody. That's how it's the real deal, because we're not supposed to fit in any mold of the world. You can't put me in a homie gangster world. You can't put me in as a whitewash person, because I don't do that. I'm just straight the word made flesh in my own unique style, how I felt the right way to talk, and I didn't care to be like anybody else. As soon as I saw people trying to act like other people, I thought that was lame, because that's the ruach. Even birthdays, I remember having birthdays, and I thought that was lame. Like cake and all that. I did it when I was a kid, because I thought it was like, when you're a kid, you go to McDonald's and you have the tree day you sit on the bearded man with the red coat, lap, and ask him what you want. I knew it was all fake when I was a kid, even though like at one point I did kind of imagine and entertain it was real, but I was like, nah. And so I knew it was just kid stuff. Like, I just knew that already. No one had to tell me it was all fake. And once I got old enough, I thought it was, okay, time to grow up out of it. I remember one time, like, hey, the bearded man's here, and I'm like, tell him I'm asleep. Like, I don't want to talk to him. You don't want to see him? No. And like, well, what do you want us to tell him that you want? I don't care. I don't really want anything. You don't want like and I was like, you want a my mom was like, you want a Barney toy? Like, yeah, I'll take a Barney toy. Like, I took a Barney toy one time, and that was it. Like, I think one time my brother told me, ask for a Ninja Turtle or something like that. Ninja Turtle toy. So I did that for my brother, And then my brother was always the one that had to tell me what to ask for. Like when I asked, what do you want? You know, he's like, tell me we want a 64, so we're on the same page. So we both shared, like so we're not like, you know, making it hard on him. So like I would just get whatever my brother told me to say to get. And that was me. I didn't care. And then when my birthdays came around, I thought it was the same thing. I thought that was only when you're a kid. Like I saw grown-ups do it. I didn't understand it. Like that's my mind in the ruach. I was like, I don't know. Like why should we be exalted? We're nothing. We're grown people. We all make mistakes. We're not worthy of exalting. Like praise Yah for another year, you know? So you can ask my family. By the time I was like 9, 10 already, 9, 10, 11, I was done with it. They're like, hey, you want a birthday party? They want I'm like, I mean, not really. They're like, no, like what kind of cake? We need to go pick out your cake. I was like, I don't want a cake. And they're like, why not? Because I don't deserve it. It's just another year to recognize my birthday, but I don't really care like to celebrate me like that. I'm not special. I'm not Yah. I'm not, you know, why should I be? Because I would feel awkward like when they sing joyful, you know, birthday to you and all that, and everybody's just like singing to you. It's so awkward. Like it's like they're esteeming you, but I didn't do nothing to be esteemed. Hey man, too many people are looking at me at one time, and it's awkward. I don't like it. You know, weird. And so I didn't need that, but people like that admiration, right? It's that worldly thing. And all eyes on me, attention. And like, nah, man, like this is just for the word. And so. Yeah, when I was young, I was already like, no more. I just want my family and friends to come. That's it. Like, we can do like what everybody knows. They remember it. It was either chili dogs, pizza, nachos. That was it. Every year for like, since I was like 9, 10 or something like that. I think 10. Once we moved to Texas or to Dallas from Houston, that was it. It was just like chili dogs and, you know, cake or no cake. I didn't want cake. We did it, but I didn't. I tried to skip the singing part. I think, yeah, I was already cutting it out by then. But yeah, for the most part, I was just asking for like my friends to come over and just have chili. Let's just have chili dogs and nachos and pizza and stuff, like a bunch of junk food, like what kids like, and play video games. That's it. So they came, and we just, you know, they didn't even sing happy birthday. We just all came. Everybody was, hey man, they just said joyful birthday and all that. Like, all right, yeah, thanks. And we just played and had fun. Like, it wasn't even like a birthday, you know, it was just a hangout thing where all my friends and cousins came. I like that better. And that's how I was rocking ever since, like 11, for sure, 11, 12 years old. And that's how I stayed all the way up until I grew up. I think every now and then, you know, somebody wanted to do a cake for me, rarely, like once or twice. But for the most part, nah, I wasn't doing that. You know, unless it was like somebody that wanted to take me out to eat and give me a little cake from a restaurant, like on a personal thing, all right, but I wasn't trying to do a big old thing, nah, you know, and that's from the Ruach. So that's how, because it was like, think back about how you didn't, all your things, like you didn't like parties, you didn't like the birthday, like, yeah, we did things with it, but I was like, done with it after a while. So anyways, that's all I want to say. Barak Yahuwah. Dried up the rain, so it worked out to everybody's advantage, and they knew they would. See, they know, like, whoa, if the mud rain slides and he can't get down because he's gonna slip, Yahuwah's gonna have to protect them and dry up that mud rain, so he's gonna have to bring out the sun. So then we got some sunshine on the beach, and it's like, yeah, but it's gonna be ambient. It's not gonna be sunny. It's funny because it's the most strangest thing right now. The sun is clear skies, like there's just around the sun, but the sun for whatever reason is not bright. It's like a fluorescent light. And yeah, probably because it's towards the end of the year, November, December, whatever, however you want to look at it. But usually that thing has got that yellow hue year round anyways out here. So it's just Yahuwah put that different filter. Like, look, I can make that white ambient without having to be gloomy. But nonetheless, the gloom is still covering the city. Look, see? Over the city, it's all covered. Only right here at the beach, it's where I'm at, because then the clouds pick up over there. But right here where I'm at, all this is the only spot you're going to find some sun. Why? Because Yashayahu Isaiah 60, you know, arise and shine, for your light has come. You know, and the Gentiles come to the brightness of your shining, and they're ready to raise up your children on their arms, you know, to raise up children to your seed, you know, to rear them up in their arms, your banim and your batim. So this is where ideally I like to get down with my wives and stuff, you know, like, or whoever wants to, lay down and make an offering to plant my seed. That's probably what they're waiting around for. It's probably like me being on phones of conflict of interest. Like, the one time we're ready to do it, he's on the phone. This could be one of those moments. So let me get off and see there's an opportunity right here, because everybody's looking at me waiting for something like that. So I'm going to figure that out right now, because it'd be like that. The enemy try to throw different impulses, but that's the word. So shalom, Yehovah Barak you, favor you, Yahushua Mashiach, Aman. Shalom. Hallelujah, Yahushua, praise God.